Thank you. Thank you very much. Roger, real deep cool, coming at you with a double multiple. All right, a multiple Holla at Your Boy 100 comparison, yeah, I mean, with a fragrance acquisition load hitter back off to maybe a little fashion piece. I'm gonna tell you the story. My man was working down at a certain place down on Callawhill Street one time, and he was doing some production for this dude, right? So he was like, "Yo, man, why don't you come on down and lay some tracks down, play some guitar for me on this major artist, where he used to be part of this group, but they separated and they started trying to do their own production. So he was doing the production for him. So I was like, all right, come on down. I come on through. I don't want to drop no name because I don't want to be lawsuited, right? But again, I tell you, I do a lot of people, but I don't let you know who I deal with because it's not about that. It's about me making that paper except to holler at your boy. So anyway, so I get down there, I'm playing around, I'm getting warmed up, just messing around. Whatever, I'm jibby jabbering around. So he put a track on. I'm like, all right, I'm listening to the track, and I forgot what it was. Of course, this was a little while ago. So while he was looking up another track, I remember this thing I was working on I've been working on this little open string thing I was working on, right? So I'm gonna play it. And let me tell you if you heard this before. You might have heard this, of course, after I did it, but it goes to show you can't go in anybody else's studio. It makes sure all recording devices are off. Let me tell you what I played while he was messing around. I'm never gonna forget the day. What I mean by open string is this snare string just remain open. I never put a finger on it, right? So it's called open string thing. I'm just trying something new, right? It's still open. Always open, right? This is something I was experimenting on. I done did like 50 songs by then, you know what I mean? But this certain artist came popping out. And this is the song that I heard on this album after I was in the studio. You tell me. thing about that was, that song was based off a song I did a long time ago, which is... like when I was like really young. So I just, I was doing it one day, just messing around, because I didn't do open string, I was just going like this. Long story short, that's all I got to say. If you remember that song I just played, if you heard that song anywhere, you let me know in the comments below. Now let's get to, we're done with the musical portion. Let's get to the juice portion. Diptyque's Volutes. This is some kind of amazing juice that gets no respect. Only because I'm thinking that it is so common with this tobacco and honey, that people are so used to smelling tobacco and honey that if you put it on you, it really doesn't shoot off to make anybody think anything different. I piled this on. I did like a 12-piece. 12-piece shot. There's just no way in the world. There's just no way in the world. Just the fruity accords alone should have got somebody saying, "Oh, you smell nice." Nobody. Because again, the tobacco is not overwhelming. You know what I mean? And probably because of the iris. And that, I'm telling you, that's really the magic of this, is the iris. The magic of this is the iris. There's just no doubt about it. The magic of this is the iris. If you pull the iris out of this, it'll just be another tobacco honey smell, to me. With the iris in here, it sets it apart. It gives me the Irish Ganache feeling without being, Irish Ganache is totally sweet though. But it gives me the Irish Ganache feeling because I like iris. I started to appreciate iris as I started to become more familiar with the game. So, iris is one of the things I really dug, so I didn't shy away from iris. Like Silver Iris by Atelier, I like that. There's, like I said, Irish Ganache, which Guerlain is discontinued. That's a nice piece. And there's a iris in one of the Diptyque pieces that has a dominant iris note. So, man, it just should have been no reason why this just wasn't popping off me today, that everybody wasn't getting down with it. Now, let me tell you, it's good for 6 to 8 hours. It's going to pump off your neck, depending on what you're doing. If you're just walking around, say when you got air coming off you, say when you're sitting in a restaurant, nice air-conditioned restaurant, man, that should give you a lovely flow. In fact, you may get some compliments in that particular environment. But because I was walking, I went and shopped, I went and picked up a piece of gear, blah, 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 it's totally different. But I was near some females enough for them to really recognize this. But ain't nobody really jump off and say, "Oh, that smells nice," or "You smell nice." They really didn't. I don't know why. So I'm going to tell you, for me, this is one juice that I don't care if it doesn't get any compliments, because this thing is a banger. The Irish, the fruit, the tobacco, and the honey is just overwhelming, man. It's just overwhelmingly pretty. It's cute. It's masculine yet again with a gourmand feminine. Not gourmand, not foodie gourmand. I don't know. Maybe not gourmand. Just sweet. Just a sweet, like from Love by Killian or something like that. Like Angelique Noir sweet. Something like that. I'm telling you, this is one I don't care. When I run out of this, I'm getting another one. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, like I told y'all yesterday. You might buy something, it's a little pricey, $140, $153 with tax. But if you can find it, if you just get this and find you one on eBay or whatever, like somebody's selling maybe a 50, half of what they got or whatever, spray that up, keep this on the back end, and you can spray that up. Because I'm going to tell you, I really like this. It's not a pure amethyst. It's nothing like that. Even though it's kind of close. This is more of a leisure scent. This is not, I wouldn't get dressed up with this. What I'm wearing today, jeans, blazer, holla at your boy, some pink. This is good for this. But, if you're going out, Cure or Roger Dove, I'm talking my collection, I would pop those on, before I would rock out with this. But as far as leisure, chilling, going out, hanging with the boys, maybe having a sip at the bar or something like that, a beer ski or whatever, man, this is tight, all right? So, this is approved. Like I said, really 4 to 6 good hours. It'll stay on your skin pretty much, but it goes skin scent around 6. I mean, it really dives into the skin after 6. And then, of course, y'all know you get olfactory, tiredness. So a lot of times it might be blazing off and you don't even know. Sometimes you got to catch yourself and like wiggle your neck or do something and get something to pop up against you so you can see if it's popping off your neck per se. But again, if you're hitting the main pulse points, constantly getting the heat off of it, it just continue to pump. But again, it's not a powerhouse, but it's beautiful. I'm telling you, this is real. E-Dot, thank you very much. Okay. Before I go on, I want to shout out Miss J and Nordstrom, the King of Pressure. Thank you. She only had one left. That's why I bought it. I wasn't gonna buy it yesterday. She was like, "Well, if you wait, we got this event coming up, and we'll be giving out 1 mil of this, 1 mil of that." So I'm like, "All right, cool." But as I was walking out, man, after I sniffed it, and she gave me the 2 samples. I mean, I ain't gonna be messing around with baking off these samples because she gave me like maybe 8 mil in sample. I think it's 4 and 4 in there or 2 and 2. I was gonna put them in one of my, decant joints and spray it up. Man, and I said, well, just give me this. She was like, "You only got 1 left." I'm like, "I definitely want it now. Grab that." So thank you, Miss J. Thank you, and I look forward to taking care of that business we got to take care of. And somebody turned me on to another piece from Diptyque, not Diols, because Tom Diol is alright, but like I told you, Santal Blush I think is a better sandalwood than that. And I have a lot of sandalwoods. I got powerhouse sandalwoods that I really think would not want me to really get into the sandalwood of Diptyque yet. But Felicicos, I think it was one, and somebody mentioned another one that's a vanilla type piece. So I might look into that because I like them vanillas, alright? Especially if it's a nice dirty vanilla. So I might look into that. So, very much. Diptyque, thank you very much. All natural ingredients, environmentally friendly. Beautiful bottle. I'm telling you, you can't beat it. Buy it. $140. Buy it. Here you go. Somebody said today, if you had a choice of buying one of these, which one would you buy? I would still go with the Tabac Rouge. This one does get compliments because it's stronger. The honey is a little bit more prevalent in this, and the honey is a little bit more prevalent in this, and women love honey. I can tell you that from Back to Black. So yes, indeed, definitely Tabac Rouge before I would buy this. But if I'm trying to diversify my cage collection, and I didn't just want one tobacco, and I didn't want to spend the time for money. But if you got the time for money, get the tobacco vanilla. Or if you find it somebody selling a partial, grab it. There's no doubt about it. That's still number one to me, honestly. I don't want to pay that kind of money for it. Then bam for the honey tobacco. And then I got to thinking, I told y'all about Back to Black, which is more, not the tobacco and honey. No, this is leather honey or tobacco honey. Think about tobacco and honey in this as well. And a beautiful joy is a little bit more tied down, but you got the strawberry in this, or the raspberry. And the raspberry is not really sweet, not as sweet as the sweetness in the fruit accord that's in Diptyque's Volutes. But I mean, when this first came out, man, I hate when people are hype stuff. Because when people hype stuff, I don't want it. Like Aventus, panty dropper. Same thing they was doing with this. So when they was hyping up Back to Black, I went to Love, Sweet Redemption, everything else but this. But now I appreciate this because I start to appreciate tobaccos. So now I can appreciate this piece right here. And then out of the blue, I forgot I had this baby right here. What? Cherokee, baby. Cherokee. And you see I'm down to 40%. It's time to go ahead on and grab another one of these bad boys right here. When I first got into the niche game, this is one of the fragrances I got getting into the niche game. It was very affordable. Bonnet and Barney's going to cost you $1.25, I think, something like that. But you can find it on Amazon, fresh juice too. I've had that for about a year now, and it's still fresh and banging. Tobacco and honey. Just getting into the game. Everybody know. Just getting into the game. After you come out of Terry Mugler is good to come into the game too with pure Havana and pure malt. But coming to the game, and you want to stay out of designer, Terry Mugler is considered designer. Come out of there, Mugler, grab that. Grab that Cherokee first. Once you get this up into your nose, you'll start to appreciate more scents, I think a little bit quicker. You need a starter. You need a shocker a lot of times to get you into it. You don't want to get a shocker. You go say, oh man, that stinks. But then later on, as your nose start to develop and start to notice what scents do and how they dry down and how they move and how they interact with each other, then you be like, oh man, I remember I didn't like that. I done that 3-4 times, I can admit. So you can't say that. A lot of people, man, that stinks. But they don't understand what the dry down is. They don't understand sometimes you got to burn off that stink to get to the pretty. Perfect example, Giajos, Najaf, / Zanzibar. Smells like a funky, stinky cow barn when you first spray that on, but when it melts down, beautiful. Oh, I think it's like a leather vanilla. It's just a musky vanilla. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. But you got to let it burn off. You got to spray it and let it burn off. Like Absolute Pour Les Soir. which is by Francis Kirk John. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go by what I got this week. So let's start first. Volutes, Armani's Vetiver Babylon, Tabac Rouge, and Black Onyx. That's what I picked up for this week. What I want to wear for the honey hitters, Chergui, number one, Tabac Rouge, number 2, Diptyque's Volutes, number 3, Killian's Back to Black. It was kind of hard to put Chergui number 4, but Chergui would be my number 4 that I'll put down. And if Tom Ford was in this, Tom Ford would be number 1 and then move everything else down. You know what I mean? Tom Ford number 1, Tobacco, Tabac Rouge number 2, Diptyque's Volutes number 3. We would go with Back to Black number 4, and Chergui would be number 5 when it comes to tobacco scents with the mixture of honey or whatever you got to put up in there. Alright, so I'm trying to get this done by 20 minutes. Another shout out, I was on my way to Ross to pick up some candles. They got these crackling vanilla candles. Oh man, I'm running out. I got like 4 of them. I'm running out. I went in there and I saw this blue Lexus coming at me. And it kind of reminded me of another car I knew from there, a black one. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, but she stopped and I went on and I parked. Next thing you know, I was I coming out or was I going in? Chrissy. And her girl, her BFF. I'm going to say she's your BFF because I don't know. But Chrissy, I was coming out and I was going in and one other. She's like, you that guy on Facebook who do the fragrances, the music and stuff? I was like, yeah. She's Raj, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you know I turned around and made a U-turn to come and catch up with you? I'm like, yo, thank you. You know, to know that somebody really appreciates what I do. I mean, somebody I knew from Facebook, somebody who was just driving around in their car and just decided to come up and say hi and pass a pleasantry to me. So, Chrissy, thank you very much. Next time I see you, well, let me know where you're going to be. If you're going to be in the area, I'm going to keep some samples in the car. I'm going to think of something real nice I'm going to give you and your BFF. And y'all can spray it up and smell it. All right, Chrissy? So thanks to Chrissy for saying hi and shouting me out tonight in the Ross parking lot. Good seeing you. And you can sign up and put your comments there. I got to go. Roger will be cool. Music, fragrance, and oh my gosh, I got to hurry up. Why am I rushing? I keep thinking I have to rush because I want to get this done in a certain amount of time, but I don't have to because I'm going to YouTube with this. Everybody know what I said I was going to grab today. So, of course, if I'm going to grab it, I said I'm going to grab it. And here it is. I grabbed my Marquee Andrew Mark leather jacket. I put it on last night. What should I grab? Yes, I got that leather. Somebody actually bought. Somebody bought that. Y'all know what it is. The joint, the horseshoe. How did I forget the name of that? Anyway, somebody bought that. In fact, they said he bought it as soon as I left. Somebody grabbed that. So I would have liked to have both, but I don't want to be greedy. You know what I mean? I don't need to spend a lot of money. So this is what I got. This is an Andrew Mark. Okay. All leather, beautiful leather. Look at the pockets and the details. You gotta get a chance to see it. So you got a pocket here. Slide your hand in there. You know what I mean? Then you have a side pocket here. You know what I mean? Yeah, nice side pocket. You have another pocket here, which is did on this side, so it mirrors both sides. This side, you have a zipper. The other side didn't have a zipper. With a tassel, with a slight tassel. Very nice. This leather, it just, as soon as I saw it, man, I never saw a leather coat like this. This kind of like, it's almost like elephant leather. It got an elephant leather look. Like there's an elephant belt that I want to buy, but it doesn't fit me in the thrift store. Love the elephant belt with a zipper on it. You can put money in it. That joint is nice. Anyway, you get a zipper here on the arm with a tassel as well, and then you get your pins. It's almost like it kind of resembles an aviator leather jacket, if you ask me, only because of the pin and the zipper here. You know what I mean? I used to be in the Navy, so I know what an aviator jacket looks like, but I used to wear them. Even though I didn't fly the plane, I moved the plane around, all that stuff. So, yeah, you got the inside here. You got your acetate acrylic inside, whatever that is. Other than that, y'all can see more detail. Lovely leather. Perfect. Cost $55. $55. I can guarantee you this jacket, brand new, when it first hit the hitter, when it first came off the assembly line, because do I have an Andrew Mark, or do I have I think I have an Andrew Mark. I paid like $400 for it. And there's nowhere near the amount of leather that this one has. I bought the other Andrew, has Andrew Mark? I think I did, I bought it back, I don't know. I mean, anyway, that bad boy cost me $4 from Bloomingdale's. So this is the jacket. I'll pitch up the camera, I don't want to run out of time. I'll pitch it up for you so you can see it. And I was telling everybody it's kind of tight down here, but you know, I'm not going to worry about zipping it up anyway, because more than likely in the wintertime I might have a sweater under here. Or, you know, fall, I'll wear it when it's just chilly enough and wear a t-shirt under here. You have a nice little black, you know I got a lot of t-shirts. I've been collecting t-shirts lately, so pop a t-shirt on this bad boy. Thank you, Jody, Jen, oh God, Nicole. Thank you all that held it for me. That's the joint, Green Street. Check out Jody. Y'all can call up there, Green Street Consignment in Chestnut Hill. You know, y'all know I usually take pictures for y'all, that y'all check it out that way, that y'all see what's popping up there. Just in case there might be something up there. You might say, oh, I'm going to go check that out. A couple of friends did go up there and do that after I put some pictures on Facebook. Come and grab some, as y'all can see. And I done lost some good weight, y'all. I lost some good weight, man. In fact, I tried on a pair of 36s. You know, the last time I wore a pair of 36s, I don't even remember how long it's been since I wore a pair of 36s. So, weight coming down real good. I'm healthy. I'm feeling good. All my tests came back great from last week, that episode with the high blood pressure thing. So hopefully I'll be off the medicine in a minute. He even told me, the doctor said, you know, it's going to be time you ain't going to even need this. He said, because first of all, what they gave me is lowering it too low. It's going too low. And I'm just taking, no, that's when I was taking a whole hit. Now I'm taking half a hit. It's almost like normal, but still a little low. But he's like, with that being the case, you ain't going to have to stay on there. Because first of all, I only eat meat. I'm a vegetarian. I don't get down with salt like that if I can help it. Whatever. So he said, you might be able to get off that. So I'm getting a double hitter out of here. It was a scare, though, y'all. Honest to goodness, it was a scare. You know, it's just like any other ailment. Nobody wants to end up with an ailment. You know, you try to do the best you can to stay away from things like me. You know, try to do my best I can to live right. But again, I messed up. Like I said, I'm going to keep telling you, drinking too much alcohol. Tonight I had a glass of wine. That's all I needed. I'm feeling nice and content right now. Didn't need 5 glasses. All right? So that's it. I'm out. Ride it real, be cool. Holla at you. Y'all know what it is. Keep it heavily and know you loved. I'm all right. Holla at y'all. Chrissy, Jody, all the girls. I'm out. Later.